knows best, put your worries to rest when staying in the United Kingdom. Manong knows best.
Hello, Manong George here. Welcome to our channel. And today we have a very special guest.
Well, Martin Lanzanida. I work as a senior healthcare assistant in Cath Lab Cardiac Center. I used to be a commercial and print ad model.
Helps me live longer.
And also, I work at home as an editor for a company in the US. Came here 10 years ago and I didn't start as an HCA. I found a job which is in the hotel as a receptionist, and then I worked there for 2.5 years, and then so I kept on checking on NHS website, which from there they always show if there's an opening. And fortunately, my wife was working nurse in theaters, and she said that there's an opening for an HCA. So right there and then, I went to the website, gathered all my resume and everything, and then I applied there. So I had after a couple of weeks, they shortlisted me, and yeah, I started there already as an HCA. With regards to the requirements or experiences, I was always thinking about that as well, but they didn't require any experience. What they needed is you have started to work here in UK. That's what they wanted to see, because without any experience or any previous job experience, they won't be having history of your job employment. So that's what I wrote in my CV or resume. And with regards to the requirements, it doesn't have to have like an experience in an HCA or medical job. As long as you are eager and willing to work, and you show them that you are responsible and honest enough, yeah, they're going to hire you immediately. As an HCA in theaters, I worked there for 2.5 years as well. What I did was to stock up, to prepare the trolleys, to help the theaters if they're in need of a runner, like getting all the necessary equipments that they needed in the operation. And then I also helped them in tidying up after the operation, as well as cleaning and sanitizing the area. And then after, maybe that was 2.5 years if I'm not mistaken, there was an opening as well in which I transferred to theaters procurement, and from there I learned how to order stuff, disposable stuff from different departments, which is the orthopedics, bariatrics, and everything. And I worked as a theater procurement for 1.5 years, and I've learned a lot. So I moved on in my career, work in renal department. In that department, it's a different type of job in which it's a hemodialysis, from where these people who has kidney problems or kidney failure, that's the time that they needed dialysis. Now I transferred to Cath Lab, which is a heart specialist or cardiac center in which they do angiogram. But then it's a promotion for me, because I applied there as a senior healthcare assistant, in which I do the pre-assessments of patients before they undergo their procedures, like pacemaker, angiogram, and then I also do the ordering as well, in which is a part of my job. That's it. As to adjustment, it's a big adjustment, in which they call it like from like a 180-degree turn, from like a relaxed job back home up to then I suddenly became an HCA, excuse me, in which is really a big adjustment. I don't see it like it is a hard job, but being optimist is like I always enjoy doing my job to be as an HCA, because from there you get to meet different people from all walks of life. The only adjustment that hindered me when I was there, it was like talking to different people in which I might not understand them properly because of the accent. Our accent is different from the accent of the English. As an HCA in theaters as a band 2. I was hired as a band 3, in which they call it here in the hospital as senior healthcare assistant, in which you have another job to do or task to do or responsibilities as well, in which like what I did was pre-assessing the patients, in which that I should really know what are their needs, in which also I take bloods. Don't lose hope. There's here there's a great opportunity here if you are always eager to look for a job. Always go, not only if you don't want an area in which you don't want to work in the hospital, you go to job center, or you can always find a job online. But the only thing that I wanted to say is that you always have the urge or the willingness to look for it, because if you are here and then you all of a sudden you're always thinking of you got homesick, I need to go back home, it won't be for you. That's what I did when I first stepped in this country. I immediately the following day or after 2 days, I went online, prepared my resume, or what they call here as CV, and I wrote everything down. So I'm always prepared. So that's what you need to do, and don't be pessimistic. Always be optimistic that there will always be a chance for you.
Always remember, Manong knows.
Manong knows best, put your worries to rest when staying in the United Kingdom. Manong knows best.
Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Join our Facebook group, Filipino UK Nurse. Sign up to our website, www.filipinouknurse.com.